Try searching how to find if you're dealing with a narcissist, and a ton of videos will explode talking about different signs. Mainly, oh, they're not empathetic, oh, they're full of themselves, or they pretend to be a victim, and so on. But narcissists, in my opinion, are more sophisticated than that. They are evolving actively as awareness about narcissistic abuse is spreading. Which is why I have come up with some subtle signs that if you find in a person, they are highly likely going to be a narcissist. Let's find out what these signs are in today's episode. Hi, I am Danish, a psychologist and a narcissistic abuse recovery professional. Today's episode is all about learning 5 psychology tricks to know if you're dealing with a narcissist. Number 1, when you meet a new person, try saying no. Set a boundary with them and then maintain your stance. Next step would be to observe their behavior. Narcissists do not adjust well to disagreements. They have to have things their way. They're extremely controlling, overt or covert. They have their ways to bend your will. They know how to break you so that you comply. If this person starts acting aggressively as if you have disappointed them in a really big manner, that should be a red flag for you. If this person somehow tries to minimize your desires, your wants, if they shame you for being the way you are, that is a red flag as well. Remember, a truly secure person who is healthy inside will have zero problems with you showing who you are and having certain opinions. They won't be offended when you say no. Instead, they'll respect you. They'll respect the fact that you are feeling safe enough to show them how you feel about certain things. They'll feel closeness when you say no. This is how it works in healthy situations. But when you are involved with a narcissist, it has a negative impact, especially on them. What you should also consider is that narcissists are constantly evolving as I talk. They know what you will be looking for as a red flag and what not to do. So some narcissists may feign to be respectful towards your boundaries only to punish you passively. When you express a boundary and you're doing that with an aware narcissist, they might say, oh, I'm fine with it. That's okay. But deep down, they will start harboring resentment. They'll prepare for punishing you, and they will then become passively aggressive. They'll start doing things in a very dirty and disgusting way, such as if you set a boundary and if you say I can't meet today, then they will cancel appointments last minute without any reason. Number 2, try to talk about your pain and suffering. Now, I do not want you to open up and share everything that you're going through. No, not that. What I'm suggesting is just say a little bit about that pain that you can live with. It's not that big of a deal, and if they were to weaponize it against you, it wouldn't bother you that much. Just a little bit of material to test the waters. Then watch what they do with it. Many possibilities arise here. The first one is they might reverse the roles. They might make it about themselves. You start talking about a small difficulty you're having with your child. The narcissist gets triggered because it's not about them. So all of a sudden, quite disrespectfully, they will start talking about what they are going through in their life. Uncalled for. You were talking about something you wanted them to hear so that they can empathize with you or bear witness, but they make it about themselves a big red flag. They need everything to be about their false self, period. Number 2, they may pretend to listen like a predator and use that information against you later. You will have to show some patience when testing a person with a little bit of information like this. You have to see what they do with this, how they bring it up, especially when they're angry. Do they talk about it? Do they say things like, well, when you were going through this, I was there for you, I did this for you, I did that for you. That in itself tells us it was a performance. They didn't want to do it, they did it to win your trust. For these reasons, you cannot be cordial, compassionate, open, considerate, kind, and most importantly, communicative when dealing with a narcissist in a co-parenting situation. There is no co-parenting, there is just counter-parenting. They want to one up your efforts, know what your challenges are so that they can weaponize them against you and always win. There is no point in sharing what you are going through with your children, for they are not interested in making your life better. So how do you deal with this individual in a setting like this? Well, I have created a program called Master Co-Parenting with a Narcissist, in which I teach you how to corner a narcissist using their own traits and protect yourself and your children from their further abuse. If you want instant access, click the I button above or the link in the description of this episode. Number 3, and the most important one, observe how a narcissist behaves when you cry before them. They do not like it when people show their emotions, or should I say intense emotions, when they cry, when they want support from a narcissist. Why? Because narcissists' own unresolved shit comes to the surface and they feel disgusted by it. Because they can't own the disgust, they project it on you. They don't want to do anything at all with you in that moment. So they leave you alone. They ridicule you, they blame you, they belittle you, humiliate you, and call you weak. The other possibility, they blame you for crying on purpose or making up a situation that does not exist. They say, you're crying because you want attention, don't you? You're crying because you want everybody to feel sympathy towards you, don't you? Well, those are accusations, and you and I both know a narcissist's accusations are confessions. They do it themselves. They cry because they want attention. They want to fool others, and that is why they say you cry to do the same. The point is, their absolute lack of empathy towards your pain should be a telling sign that this person is possibly emotionally dead. Number 4, notice how they treat you when you get sick. Narcissists do not like their partners to get sick. No. They can't take it well. Why? Because you are a full-time maid. Somebody whose responsibility is to earn money, to cook and clean and raise children. How can you not take those responsibilities? How can you be unwell? That's not in the books. They don't understand that. So when you need them because you're not feeling okay, what will a narcissist do? They will abandon you. And if that is something your partner or parent or whosoever the narcissist is in your life does, you should know you're dealing with an extremely selfish individual who does not care about you. Number 5, and the last one. Notice how they treat you when you start expressing your emotions, particularly the emotions that show them that they have done something wrong or they have hurt you in a way. Narcissists take everything as criticism. The moment you open your mouth telling them that they need to treat you better or that they have been doing something wrong, instead of taking that in as some form of feedback to correct their behavior, what would they do is they will blame you for patronizing them, demonizing them, putting them down, showing them in the wrong light, and then they will play Darvo. What is Darvo? Deny the attack, reverse the roles of victim and offender. They'll say stuff like, oh, you are a bully. Your goal in life is to demonize me, to make it seem like I'm harming you. I didn't do that. What are you talking about? I don't remember that happening. You know how the script goes. So if you find a person constantly ridiculing you for expressing your emotions or for showing them your authentic self, that should be a big sign of them being a potential narcissist or being totally unempathetic and cut off, because their volatile nature will eventually push you to walk on eggshells. Those were the 5 signs. Let me know which one of these did you resonate with the most. And do not forget to check my program on co-parenting with a narcissist, how to master it in 5 practical steps. The link is in the description, as well as you can click the I button above to get instant access right now. I'll talk to you in the next one. Until then, as always, let the healing begin and continue.